Hey legends, if you're looking for a quick and easy setup that will allow you to generate social media content based on a YouTube script, then watch the following workflow. This single system can turn any video transcript into complete social media content for YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and so on, and all in just a couple of minutes. Not only did I create the workflow, but I also created the templates. So you can just copy, paste, or import these into Airtable and n8n. You can get going with this immediately. I'm constantly creating content, but the manual work of generating the different scripts, adapting it to the different social media platforms was killing my productivity. So this is why I built this automation that will take this single video transcript and generates all the optimized titles, descriptions, captions, hashtags, and so on, even Twitter threads, all tailored to each platform's unique behavior. This is the transcript I pasted in. It went then on to generate the YouTube title, the description, thumbnail text, Twitter thread broken down in different steps, a LinkedIn post, captions for Instagram, TikTok captions, and YouTube shorts. This workflow is triggered by the webhook. It will then grab the transcript from the Airtable, use AI to generate the different pieces of content, will output it in a JSON that I can then save back into my Airtable so I can process and use those different content pieces later on. It will also immediately set up a project folder so I remain organized on Google Drive. It will link that folder back into the Airtable for reference, and then it will save the transcript file. So in order to test this workflow, let's head on over to Airtable. So let's go in and paste in the transcript. Now I have set up a trigger that will activate as soon as I press start. In this table, the record will appear. So let's do that. You see the record will appear here. And this is then the start of an automation that will trigger the webhook. So under automations, I have set up a condition when a record enters a view for the table YouTube tool and the view start. We will then run a script that will link to the webhook that we set up, and that will then generate the workflow. So now, in order to get started with this quickly, I have done two things. I created an Airtable template. You just go to this template, you press Use Template. It will then create a base with this template. Once you have this set up, the next thing is then get back into n8n, start a new workflow. You will then import the JSON that I will share later in the video. So now we have this webhook trigger set up. So you copy the webhook, go to the automations. In the script, make sure to update the URL for the webhook. It says webhook test. This will allow you to quickly test the webhook. Once you are ready to turn this into production, you just delete test and you will have the right webhook set up. Back into n8n, we need to set up the integration with Airtable. So here you do create a new credential, and what you need is the access token. So back into Airtable, you can go to your account, you go to Builder Up, and you create a new token. For scopes, you need to add the following scopes: data records read, data records write, and schema basis read. Now you have a token that you can copy and save. The next thing you need to do is link up or select your agent model. So in this case, I have set up Gemini using two versions, the Pro version for the content generation and the Flash just for the JSON output parsers. So the JSON output parser, you see it's already in here, as is the prompt that I used to create the actual content, so you can tweak this as you want. And also you need to update or create your Google account. So for this, you can just set up your credentials, select the actual drive and a folder where you want to create the project-based folders or the folders for the YouTube scripts. And then you should be good to go.